What is up, guys? This is Michael Buckheiser, and this is Just for Clicks. Here in the year 2020, coming at you live, raw, and uncut. With that being said, I hope everybody had a great wild card weekend. We had some great games. We had the Texans beating the Bills 22-19 in overtime. Titans taking down the mighty Patriots 20-13. Vikings upsetting the Saints 26-20 in overtime. And then the Seattle Seahawks beating the Eagles 17-9 without Carson Wentz. Imagine that. But guys, let's go ahead and get in today's show. And of course, you guys, this is live, raw, and uncut sports talk. So with all that being said, we have to start with the game of possibly the year. This is a great back and forth game. And of course, you guys, I got to go with the Texans versus the Bills. If you guys were following me on the social medias, I did say the person who had the ball last in this game was going to win this game. And then I ultimately said the Texans were going to win the game, which they did. But let's get into this game a little bit. First of all, Josh Allen had a great first three quarters. He did what he did all year. He played within himself. He knows he cannot make those down the field throws, hurdle defenders, run the ball. Like, what? Like, come on now, man. Like, what are you thinking trying to run that ball? Or better yet, how about that lateral? He scrambles for, 10, 11 yards, had the first down at the 50, decides to lateral the ball back to the tight end. Luckily, the tight end had the football IQ to knock that ball out of bounds. Congratulations to that guy, because, boy, would have hell froze over if the Buffalo Bills would have lost on that play, giving the ball up. But let me get into Josh Allen a little bit here. So I've heard rumblings, I've heard other shows compare him to Lamar Jackson. What? Josh Allen is not Lamar Jackson. As I do think Lamar Jackson is overrated, he'll come back down to reality next year. He is still trash, in my opinion. But this Josh Allen is a clumsy 6'5", 245-pound white boy. He is not going to give you joystick moves. He does have a big arm. He can pass the ball, unlike Lamar Jackson. But this guy, and then as I'm trolling these people about, this is not Lamar Jackson. First play of the game, he scrambles for 47 yards. And then they run the Philly special, and he scores a touchdown, and he spikes the ball in his nuts. Congratulations. But, Josh Allen, you're going to be a damn good player, son. I can feel it. You're going to be a good player. You're going to be so good, in fact, that the Buffalo Bills are going to be mediocre land for the next 10 to 12 years. Never get a good draft pick because you're consistently getting them 8-8 seasons, 9-7. And first round playoff exits. That's the way it's going to be. Josh Allen, you're going to be pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. But not good enough. With that being said, the Buffalo Bills have a pretty good defense. Patriots are on the decline in that division. Next year, the Buffalo Bills, the division is yours. Yes, Miami did come on a little late with 3 wins. Awesome. Who else is in that division? The New York Jets? Are they in that division? Yeah, the Jets. They suck. They better get Le'Veon Bell out of town as fast as they can. Get a couple first-round picks, second-round picks. Build that team up. You got a pretty good defense. Mediocre. Average. But Buffalo Bills, this is your division to win. Josh Allen, if you just would have played within yourself in this game, you guys would have won it. There would have been no overtime. There would have never been, quote, the play, which we'll go over that here in a second. There would have been no you hurling that defender. Looked cool. Next time you're going to get your ass kicked, though. Body slam to the turf. Guarantee that. So, let's get to the play, guys. This play basically ultimately shut out the Buffalo Bills in overtime. If you guys did not watch the game, the overtime was going back and forth. I believe this is the third or the second drive for the Texans. So the Buffalo Bills punted twice, the Texans punted once, and this is the Texans' second drive in the overtime. About 4 or 5 minutes left in the game, or overtime, I should say. Since there is no in the game in the playoffs, there are no ties. Aren't ties regular season. Let's talk about that tomorrow. But let's talk about the play. The play. Deshaun Watson, this guy, he's a damn good player. I'm not going to take anything away from him for this play. What I'm going to take away is the rules. The Buffalo Bills had a zero blitz on. They brought the corner. They brought the outside linebacker. They had him sandwiched in the pocket. Rewatch that play, guys. Watch it in slow motion. The cornerback on the left side, he ducks out of Deshaun Jackson's way to give him a little two-hand shove. Why, you ask? Because of the rules. If you hit the quarterback too hard, it's roughing the passer. If you wrap up and drive him down to the ground, it is roughing the passer. If you think about touching his head with your fingernail, it is roughing the passer. Also, the linebacker on the backside, outside linebacker, let's call him the wheel backer, came off that outside edge over the C gap. Perfect shot. Right at the hips. But the rules were going through his head. That $25,000 fine, the personal foul, the 15 yards of the automatic first down was going through his head. He veers to the right. Gives him a little arm shiver, an arm tackle, I like to call. The arm tackle that ultimately did not take Lamar Jackson down, or Deshaun Watson down. The two-hand shove that ultimately did not take Deshaun Jackson down. Deshaun Jackson, no. Watson. Too many Deshaun's and Lamars out there. Watson. Guys, this is where the system's broken. These two players had to evade from a big hit to take down the quarterback, to end the game, or not to end the game, but to give the Buffalo Bills another chance to win the game because of these falsified rules. The rules that are judgment calls from week to week, player to player, team to team. If these rules were set in stone, you wouldn't have to worry about this. But let's put Tom Brady in that situation. Let's put Peyton Manning in that situation. That play is blowing dead before the defenders get a chance to lay his hands on them. But since this is Deshaun Watson back there, they let the play go. You have to give a man's hit to Watson to take him down. He is that good of an athlete. He is that big of a player. He's that good. With the two-hand touch and the arm tackle, he spun out of that thing, threw the ball down for a 55-yard gain. That was anybody else. Let's not say anybody else. Let's say that was Tom Brady. Play would have been blown dead, and there would have been a flag for a personal foul, automatic first down. But since it wasn't, the play was created. The play was made by Watson. Great run after the catch, though. Wide open. So they stumbling, trumbling down the field. Kicked the field goal to win the game. Game over. Buffalo Bills, I feel sorry for you guys. I saw the fan jump off the back of the truck and bounce off his table and land on his head. I don't know why you guys do that. That's stupid. That is stupid. But I feel bad for you guys. I really do. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Moving on. Pats versus the Titans. Titans, I called this upset. I said Titans by 8. Titans win 20-13. You do the math. Pretty damn close. I say so. And we're frozen now. Congratulations. It's all good, though. We're still recording. Gotta remember to jiggle my mouse a little bit. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Titans beat the almighty Patriots 20-13 on Saturday afternoon. Or Saturday night, actually. And, I give it to them. That running game is damn good. As a Kansas City Chiefs fan, my boys, I'm glad we're not playing the Texans right now, or the Titans right now. I'm scared to play the Texans too, but that running game from the Titans, that is dangerous. Henry is a man among boys out there. That dude looks like, solid 240. Running people over, and he's got the speed to break away. But we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about Tom Brady. Mr. Overrated. You heard it right. Overrated Tom Brady. I saw signs of the fans saying, "Don't leave us, Tom. Give us one more year, Tom. We love you, Tom. Come for number 7, Tom." Guys know what? Tom Brady's in the post-game conference, or maybe the day after, said retirement is unlikely. Well, Pat fans, I guess it gives you another year to find your, quote, replacement. Although you had it in Jimmy G. But Tom Brady felt threatened and said, "Get Jimmy G out of town." Now look where he's at. San Francisco 49ers, first seed in the NFC. Easy road to the Super Bowl since the Saints got knocked out. But you guys got to think about this. Think about the future. Tom Brady isn't that bad. I wouldn't say he's a GOAT by any means. Look what he's done without any weapons around him. Without Gronk. Without Wes Welker. He's just another, I'd say, tier 1 quarterback still. But when you're giving him the GOAT status and he performs like this in the playoffs, overrated. You heard me right. Tom Brady is overrated. The New England Patriots have never won a Super Bowl when playing on Wild Card Weekend. And it still stands. Because Tom Brady is not the GOAT, guys. He is not your GOAT. When you cannot put the team on your shoulders and push the ball down the field and get people open, sorry. That's just the way it is. If they would have had one weapon, they say, well, if we would have had one weapon, we would have won the Super Bowl. Well, you guys had the weapon. You guys had the greatest quarterback of all time, allegedly. And look where you're at. You're at home with the Dallas Cowboys. You're at home with the Philadelphia Eagles. You're at home with the Indianapolis Colts. All these what ifs. What if we had one more weapon? What if we had this? What if we had that? What if you had the greatest quarterback of all time? Oh, wait, you do. Not. Tom Brady is overrated, guys. Deal with it. Stick with it. And keep that same energy when he comes back next year and he just tank bombs again. When he's yelling at people because the offense isn't good enough or this or that or whatever. Get out of here with that talk. Guys want to know what the greatest quarterback of all time is? Do you? It's got to be Smoking Joe Montana. With the San Francisco 49ers. Kansas City Chiefs, he was on his decline. Let's be honest. 4 Super Bowl appearances, 4 rings. That's the argument you guys give to Michael Jordan, right? 6 for 6. Well, Joe Montana's 4 for 4. Take that. Put your pipe, smoke it. Guys, but we're going to take a quick commercial break. Be right back with you in a couple minutes. Oh, yeah.
You really got me now. You got me so I get some bad night.
And welcome back to Just for Clicks, guys. I am Michael Buckeyes, and this is Live Raw and Uncut Sports Talk. Happy Monday. Happy post-wild card weekend. Hope everybody has a great hangover, because this was a great weekend of games. I hope next weekend the divisional games is just as exciting. We talked about the Bills-Texans. We talked about the overrated Tom Brady losing to the Titans. But now we have to go to the overrated Drew Brees? Maybe? If you guys missed this game, went into overtime again. Vikings pulled out the upset. 26-20. Kirk Cousins finally wins a big game. Got his first playoff win. And Drew Brees played like crap. That is why the Saints lost, because that offense was horrible on Sunday afternoon. Vikings are not that good. They're not going to win the Super Bowl. But the Saints coulda. The Saints shoulda. But their offense was playing crapola. This is the second time in my recent memory that the Saints have been 13-3 playing on Wild Card Weekend. That is messed up. Let's just be blatantly honest about that. That is messed up. Does that show the strength of the NFC or the lack of judgment of the NFL not to fix the rules a little bit? You want your best teams to play on divisional weekend, right? Meh. It is what it is. Win your division. They still got a home game, right? They still got the home game. Still won the division. But it is what it is. But let's talk about Drew Brees. Drew Brees had an ego breakdown on Sunday afternoon. This guy sees what's this guy's first name? Tyson Hill. This guy's got an arm. This guy has got to be starting next year somewhere. If it's with the Saints, if it's with think about teams that need quarterback right now. Miami Dolphins. That'd be a good fit up. Maybe. Nah, they don't have nobody. They don't have no receivers, no stuff. No. Man, this Hill guy has got to be starting quarterback somewhere. If you can get Lamar Jackson to play like he is this year, I'm not going to take anything from Lamar Jackson. He's having a great year, MVP caliber year, but carry that on to next year. Show me something next year, Lamar Jackson. But Hill, this guy has shown to be an athlete on the field. Tight end, receiver, fullback, running back, quarterback, special teams. Heck, he could probably kick the ball 45 yards. But Drew Brees, Saints quarterback, he saw Hill drive the ball down the field. This is a laser. Pew! This guy's got an arm. That's not Drew Brees' game anymore. When you're 40 plus, you just don't have the arm strength to get the ball down the field like that anymore. Drew Brees tried to fit the ball downfield. That's not his MO anymore. I don't think it ever really was. I don't really remember seeing Drew Brees play for the Chargers when he was younger. But and that's not his MO. He doesn't fit the ball in the tight windows like Hill did there. But his ego got to him there. He's like, man, I got to show this young pup up. I got to carry the team. I got to put the team on my back, and he crumbled. That 40-year-old body just crumbled. He couldn't do it. It sucks for them. Is Drew Brees overrated? I don't think so. He throws people open. He does good things on the field. He really does. He's had a pretty damn good career. Mental lapse of judgment there. Wanted to put the team on his back. Wanted to throw the ball in a tight window. It just doesn't work like that anymore, Drew Brees. Sorry, man. It's not going to work for you. But that's not what I'm going to hit on this game here. What I'm going to hit on in this game here is the overtime rules in the NFL. This is the only league that has ties in the regular season 4-1. Hell, I think even hockey implemented a shootout now. I don't watch hockey that much anymore, but I do remember back in the day there were ties and whatnot. But now they have implemented the shootouts, which is pretty exciting, from what I hear. For all you hockey fans out there, I apologize. But you guys can tune into sportschanneltalk.com and get all your hockey talk there. I believe it on Friday afternoons at 3 o'clock East Coast time. But the overtime rules in the NFL. First of all, they're stupid. They are flat out stupid. In the regular season, you have 15 minutes to score, or actually, I think it's 10 minutes to score. And if nobody scores, it's a tie. Cool. Not. That's stupid. There should never be a tie in professional sports. Get out of here with that crap. Like, are there ties in Major League Baseball? Are there ties in basketball? Are there ties in college football? No. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Next up, playoff rules. There are no ties. Awesome. Thank you. Why can't we implement that in the regular season? But if you score a touchdown on the first possession, you win the game. You don't give Drew Brees a chance to score. Stupid. Put the ball on the 30-yard line like they do in college football and give you a chance to score. Give both teams chances to score. If they both score 7 points, overtime number 2. It takes special teams out of it. If you're worried about head collisions and whatnot, you don't kick the ball off. They put the ball at the 30. Yeah, there's field goals or whatever, but still, there's no kickoff or kickoff return. Since I see those commercials all the time, well, we've taken 25% of the collisions out of the score, whatever. Get out of here with that. Fix the overtime rule, NFL. Fix it. Put the ball in the 30. Give both teams chances to score. Whoever outlasts the other one wins. Simple as that. How awesome would that be to see a 7 overtime NFL game? I would buy it. Sign me up. Whatever. Last game of the weekend was the Seattle Seahawks beating the Eagles 17-9. Guess what? Carson Wentz goes out. If he stays in, does the Eagles still win this game? I don't think so. The Seahawks look like they're on a mission. The Seahawks look like that team that you should not have let in the playoffs. It's simple as that. When I used to play paintball back in the day, we always said when we had a mediocre Saturday, so Saturdays were the prelims and then Sundays were like the playoffs. They said, don't let us in on Sunday. Don't let us sneak in there because we're going to wreck people. And we always did. This is what the Seattle Seahawks are going to do in the NFL playoffs this season. You shouldn't have let them in. They're going to wreck everybody. They beat the Eagles. Yes, with a 40-year-old quarterback, but whatever. They have beast mode. Beast mode is starting to come into fruition there. He's starting to look better. Russell Wilson looks better. EJ Metcalf. What in the world is that about? That guy's a beast. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about that last play of the game that pretty much sealed the game for the Seahawks. Eagles had them backed up, on the 15-yard line, I think it was. First of all, sorry, Josh McCown. You just cannot. I think I've seen you make that play so the hole opened up and you would have scampered into the end zone 15 years ago, but not now. Sorry about that, man. Like, I definitely feel your pain on that. But what was that Eagles cornerback doing? EJ Metcalf run right by your butt. Russell Wilson puts a little touch on the ball. Boom. Game over. I've said this many times. Prevent defense prevents you from winning the games. They weren't running a prevent defense. They were playing a run defense. But as a cornerback, you still always got to expect pass. You have to look back for the ball. Man, I would hate to be Eagles fan right now. First of all, Eagles suck. But I would hate that they would be an Eagles fan this weekend. Or this week. This offseason. Seeing EJ Metcalf run right by your cornerback. Lay the ball in there. I feel he could probably, if Russell Wilson would have thrown the ball a little bit more and just not wanted to complete it, they would have scored a 75-yard touchdown on your butt. Wow. But let's talk about the hit. Let's talk about Cloudy taking out Carson Wentz. I've heard people say this is a cheap shot. This is not football. He was looking to take him out. That's bullshit. That was just a football play. Clowney was going for the sack, and he happened to be 6'5". If he was 6'3", he wouldn't have made helmet-to-helmet contact. Carson Wentz is just injury prone, guys. Deal with it. Now, if you guys are following me on Twitter at mbuck41, I made a statement when Carson Wentz goes out. Wouldn't be hilarious if he's out for the rest of the playoffs and Josh McCown led them to the Super Bowl win. Is it time to get rid of Carson Wentz in the Philadelphia? I mean, Nick Foles is sitting the bench there at Jacksonville. You could probably get him back for cheap. You know, trade him some of your injury-prone wide receivers. You know, they're getting kind of old. You know, Jeffries or Deshaun Jackson. I'm sure that'll be a great. Jacksonville will be all over that. Philadelphia Eagles, get rid of Carson Wentz. Bring back Nick Foles. Trade Jacksonville. Let's just say Deshaun Jackson. Straight trade. Hey, we'll give you Deshaun Jackson for Nick Foles. Trade Carson Wentz to a team like Miami. A team like, who else need quarterbacks? Indianapolis Colts is not sold on Jacoby Brissett. They could use a quarterback. Maybe the New York Jets. Not sure if Sam Darnold is a guy over there. Patriots. Tom Brady is on his way out the door. Trade him over to the Patriots. They might give you a little something for Carson Wentz. Tom Brady's a system quarterback. Carson Wentz might be a system quarterback. As a Patriots fan, you guys should be pushing for that. Go get Carson Wentz. Go get him. Go get him. What do you think about that? Guys, with all that being said, we're getting close to the end of the day show. Show a little love. Like, comment, subscribe if you're watching us on the YouTube channel. We'll be up there on the RTF Productions YouTube channel. You can find Just for Clicks on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify. Or you can listen to us live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7:30 on sportstalkchannel.com. And then it replays in the afternoon. I believe it's at 3:30. Sorry, 2:30. 2:30 East Coast time. My military time gets messed up. Guys, follow the podcast. This is Michael Buckeye. So this is live, raw, uncut sports talk here on Just for Clicks. Have a great week.